and make meaning in relation to the question. So if I was to somehow phrase power fluctuation or load shedding, I can say IT equipment can easily be damaged by electric fluctuations or by load shedding. I be clear to show that actually load shedding may spoil the IT equipment, and that's the challenge. I have to explain that clearly. The other one I'll be, okay, the other point is, or the other tip is questions that require distinguishing or differentiating some given terms. You should ensure that these terms are both defined or explained clearly so that we get a clear meaning. For example, if I say distinguish between hard copy and soft copy as used in computing, when you're distinguishing or differentiating these terms, you may have to avoid answers like hard copy is tangible printed computer file on paper, while soft copy is not tangible. You need to be clear on what soft copy is, in that if a person covers one section, the other one is making meaning. Hard copy, it is true hard copy is tangible printed computer file on paper, okay, this part is okay, but this other part of while is not okay. So if you're differentiating terms, both sides should be making sense, in that if a person removes one side, then the other one makes sense. If I cover the part of hard copy and I read from soft copy here, if I pass this part of soft copy to someone who has never been in our Ict class, I say soft copy is not tangible, it will not make sense to that person. But the first part of hard copy, if I pass it to a non-computer student, the person can understand it. For differentiating or distinguishing, we require that both sides should be right. Otherwise, you may get a 0 on search if both sides are not right. How should I make soft copy clear? You can read the definition of soft copy. But the idea here is, if you say RAM is volatile, while ROM is not, we are supposed to cross that. Because if I cover the part for RAM, you remain with ROM is not. ROM is not what? So you have to be clear and say RAM is volatile, while ROM is non-volatile. So both sides should make sense. That's what I'm trying to bring out here. Then there are some questions where the answers to also be comparative. They are comparative questions. They require comparative question given there. State 2 advantages of soft copies over hard copies. And you say soft copies can be made into many copies. This is right about soft copy. Soft copies can be made into many copies. But even hard copy, at school we distribute to you exams which have been printed. So we have made many copies out of hard copy. The second person said soft copies can be shared among many, even hardware can be shared among very many people. This kind of question, being comparative, it is comparing the advantages of soft, never had a comparative aspect of over hard copy here. If we had state 2 advantages of soft copy, you can leave them like that. But if we say state 2 advantages of soft copy over hard copy, you need to put a comparative aspect. In this case, I can add the word easily. If I add the word easily here, I say soft copies can easily be made into many copies. Then it brings out the comparison, the easiness which comes with having soft copy into many copies is significant compared to hard copies. So members, that's what I can present to you about paper 1. we can allow my colleague for paper 2 to come in, then we shall respond to the questions